Hey everyone, I'm Cosmic and welcome to the Cloud. We are live. And I just found out that Blushing Tide is in the jukebox, so I'm playing it. Also my Pro Controller battery was like low, so now I have to play like wired for a little bit, which might be annoying. I'm gonna try and make it work. I could use my other controller, but I'm at the point where like all of my controllers have a little bit of stick drift, and this one has the least. So, I'd like to not have to do that. Hello, Small Smoke. Hello, Splat Star. Guess I'll just go hop into a game. Soapin's alright. Actually, Zone's Eeltail is not amazing, but it's fine. I like Manta, actually. I feel like I play Manta so much less in this game. Like, I don't know, maybe I just don't think of it as a Splatoon 3 map in my mind, because obviously it was a Splatoon 2 map, but I feel like I played it so much more. I like it, though. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good. I feel like there's a lot less to talk about, because we had Grand Fest, we had Big Run, we had Grand Fest, and all that stuff going on. Now we're kind of just back to chilling and waiting for whatever comes next in terms of Splatoon, but yeah. Sure, we can still have a good time. I'm so glad they fixed... I know that the song bug was a thing like a while ago, but I am very happy to hear all of the songs that were not playing in that period of time. Oh god. Okay. We'll see how long my battery lasts. I'm gonna try and not play wired because that makes it a lot harder. I also haven't played in like a couple of days, so it might take a little bit to warm up here. Oh boy. Nice. Trying to cap the zone is always so annoying. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, you missed the big run? That sucks. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna rerun the other big runs, but yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't like that they haven't told us, like, I don't know. Whether or not people are coping for third kits, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I wish they were more transparent about if we were getting, like, tricolor. I would hope that we would get tricolor in private battles and that we would get big runs in, like, private salmon run rooms, just because it feels weird to, like, not be able to access that content, especially when Splatoon 2 did that. And I know they're still going to rerun Splatfest, but, like, I feel like they should have either given us tricolored TVs now, or, like, confirmed that they're definitely going to do that. But it's kind of up in the air. Yeah, so I don't think they'll rerun the big run on the Grand Splatlands Bowl. I don't think that would happen, but they did confirm that they are going to be still doing big runs. I'm pretty sure just like, you know, on the maps that it's already happened on. Like, I think canonically they're all over, but just for the sake of having more events in the game, they're redoing the seasonal Splatfests and at least some of the big runs. They said it on Twitter. It was like right when Grand Fest ended. They're like, content is over, but we're still gonna have events going. Oh god. But I think they're just repeating the Splatfest themes, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, I kind of brought that up already, but... or on another stream, I think, but... it seems like it shouldn't be too hard for them to make new themes if they're just reusing all the decorations and everything, but I guess it is what it is. I'm not, like, you know... Splatfest is not really the main thing I care about in the game anyway, so... it's not a deal breaker for me. Okay. Yeah, in terms of where I've been, I'm working on like a bunch of different things right now. So like, I don't know. I've been kind of conflicted on what I want to do. So I do have lots of stuff in progress, but I'm kind of making like 3 videos at once. Or at least like, you know, alternating between them. So I don't know what exactly is going to be done first, but... Well, I want to make a video just talking about Grandfest results and like, you know, what ramifications it might have, but... I've just been making the script and, you know, trying to figure out what what my own ideas actually are. So that'll probably be the first thing that comes out. But I have some other stuff too. Maybe someone will make one. Yeah, I had no idea what to do with the title, honestly. Yeah, I mean, hopefully... oh, shoot. Splatoon 2 made it so that when you level up, you gotta see Snail, so, like... I don't know why they always feel like they have to wait until after Splatfest to add that, but... Presumably, there will be a way to get Snails once Splatfest are over, but... Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's like basically a whole nother year cycle, it's just like... I guess there's only 4 Splatfests for the whole year. Because it's just the seasonal ones, so... I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I don't know if that's gonna... People already thought the content cycle was a little too slow. I don't imagine this is gonna bring too many people back to the game who feel done after Grandfest, but we'll see. Yeah, Splatoon 2 does. I mean, Splatoon 1 just made it so that you could use money to re-roll if you didn't have any snails. And, I mean, this game... It was weird that they didn't do that in Splatoon 2, because there was a point where you just, like, literally had no reason to ever spend money. This game has more of a, you know, functional economy, where there's actually stuff to spend your money on, if you want to buy, you know, just locker decorations or upgrade gear and stuff. I still wish it was an option, though. I mean, it would be nice. But I think they just want the Splatfest rewards to feel impactful. Okay, I might not play this rotation because this map kind of sucks. I want to play Manta, but I don't know if it's worth it to potentially suffer through Eeltail. Dude, this... Okay. This stringer wants me. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Do. Be a fan, yeah, or a hater. Yeah, I don't know, it feels almost weird. I didn't mean for the music tier list thing to end up taking like 2 weeks, but it feels good to be back to just doing a normal stream. I can't believe Grandfest was already that long ago, that I haven't like streamed gameplay in like 3 weeks. Is that right? 2 weeks? I guess it's almost 3 at this point. Banger video, thank you. Yeah, that was fun to put together. I mean, I knew the whole time that I wanted to make like a big compilation thing of Grandfest, but I like how it turned out. Manta is the boat. Manta Maria. Oh god. Now every time I hear a song, I'm gonna like think of where I put it on the tier list. Did not love this one, but it's alright. Oh god. My aim, there was not aim. Okay. I'm still surprised, like, I guess tier lists are just, you know, they're accessible, everyone knows what it is, they're a popular, trendy thing, but that got, that's like my most viewed stream, like, by thousands of views. Most of my streams get, like, you know, like 20 viewers max, like, concurrent, while it's actually live, and then, like, maybe a couple hundred views after the fact. And those are both like in the thousands. Or at least the first one hit like 4,000 or something. Which again, I don't try to focus too much on views, it's just it's a big difference compared to all my other streams. But I guess it makes sense. I don't know, I mean, I'd be down to do more just like talking about the game stuff. Like, I normally think of discussion stuff as like scripted, and then for streams I just do gameplay, but I mean, if people would be interested in like, just, I don't know, ranting about... So I'm actually making a video currently where I'm literally ranking every single player level. And I think that needs to be a video, because otherwise I would just like ramble and take way too long talking about everything. Like, I think having that scripted makes it more concise, because I imagine it's already going to be really long. If you hear a song that... Well, I'm not saying every song I hear in my life I will think of the Splatoon music playlist. I'm just talking about the songs in the game. That would be so random if I just ranked like random like pop music. I don't even listen, like I don't know what music is popular. I don't know. Like I like the internet. I'm not like you know, longing for the good old days of the radio or whatever, but like I genuinely just don't even know what like a popular song is anymore. Like, because some songs will have like millions of views and people will talk about them like they're just, you know, part of the cultural zeitgeist. It's like, I've never heard this before in my life. Like, it's just so individualized now, the way people listen to stuff. Oh god. Well, I am making a video, I guess yeah. I am gonna make a video just talking about Splatoon 4 thoughts. I mean, in terms of, like, gameplay, like, I was talking about, like, story and lore stuff, I guess, in the video, and even then it's mostly just, like, very vague guesses. But I don't know. I mean, I hope they do something, like... I just hope they have a bit more time and more budget for the single player, because I really do want something new. Like... I don't know. I'm so conflicted on it, because it's like, and part of me is like, I wish they would just design levels like Splatoon 1 again. But, you know, they've kind of tried to do that with like parts of Alterna, and I just think it didn't work. I do think there's still potential for like linear Splatoon platforming, for sure, but they don't... I don't know. I didn't like Splatoon 3 levels very much, so I don't want more of that. And I feel like if they were going to just continue down the same way, they would make more of that. So... I don't know. I didn't really love Side Order either, gameplay-wise. Like, I'm glad they tried something new, but I don't want more of that. Hello, Eli. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people... I mean, part of the reason I'm making this video is because I'm so confused by people who say that Alterna is, like, gameplay-wise as good as Octo Expansion. Because I just disagree so strongly. Like, so I'm going through level by level and, like, ranking them. And, like, yeah, like, there are actually... I was surprised at how many Alterna levels I do like, quite a bit, as I've been doing this. Which also does mean that, yes, I've literally been 100%ing every Splatoon campaign again, just to make this video. I mean, I'm playing on, like, a completed save file and just warping to the levels, but, yes, I have literally been replaying all of them to rank them. But yeah, just on average, I really think Alterna levels are just lower quality. And, like, part of it is just my bias as, like, you know, I like the challenge of Octo Expansion, and a lot of Alterna levels are just easier levels of Octo Expansion, or easier versions of Octo Expansion levels, so it's like, yeah, if you don't like the challenge, you'll probably like the Alterna version more, but... the fact that Octo Expansion came first, I feel like still, you know, takes that away from Alterna, because it's like we've already seen this idea done before. You just beat it a couple days ago. Oh, wow. You experienced peak. Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, it does some of its own things. I mean, obviously, like, literally, I'm going to go through and explain my thoughts about every level, so you'll see my opinion eventually, but a big part of it is the aesthetics, too. I mean, Octo Expansion is one of my favorite looking games, like, ever. I'm just, like, I love the way Octo Expansion levels look. And Alterna, by comparison, so many of the levels just have that same generic, like, concrete skybox. And I just don't get what they're going for with that. Like, it doesn't look very Splatoon. It doesn't really look like anything to do with Alterna or the humans. It's just gray. It's just gray concrete. It's like, it's the most boring aesthetic I could ever imagine. And it's like literally like about 50% of the levels in Alterna. Like, I don't even think that's an exaggeration. So, you know, a lot of it is just the vibes, which is part of what I'm ranking the levels on. It was like, the criteria I made was like, I'm not sure, I'm not totally final on this. The video's still a very work in progress, but I did like, what was it? Like ingenuity, execution, and atmosphere. So ingenuity is like, does it like actually like have a new mechanic or use mechanics in like an actually interesting new way that hasn't already been done before? Execution is just like, how well does it actually do it? Because some levels are novel but kind of suck, and vice versa. And then atmosphere is just, yeah, like music, visuals, all of that. So, Alterna, obviously low points for atmosphere, and a lot of them. I mean, some of the levels look great. Some of the levels look amazing. It's just so hit or miss. It's literally just like peak versus trash every other level. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, story-wise, obviously, I prefer Octo Expansion, but I'm going more gameplay-wise for this particular video. Yeah, story's a whole other. I mean, it is a whole other conversation. It's a conversation I've had many times. I made a video about it. I've made several videos about it. I guess if you count everything I've said about Octo Expansion and Return of the Mammalians, but yeah. Yep, that was not good. I'm ranking literally every. So I'm not ranking side order because to me side order. Also, hello, Oreo. Sorry, I don't know if I said hi. To me, side order's levels are different enough that I feel like it doesn't really make sense to compare them. I mean, you could even maybe say the same about like Splatoon 1 versus Octo Expansion, but those are like closer. Side order's just weird because it's like there's only 5 objectives throughout the whole game. So if I'm rating them on ingenuity, like obviously they're all gonna be bad because you just do the same thing over and over again. But that's just like the structure of the mode. So I'm doing not side order, but the other 4 campaigns, I was ranking all the levels, yes. What do you use to stream? I use an Elgato capture card. I think Elgato 60 HD. I forget the order. Is it HD 60? I think it is. Elgato HD 60S, I believe, is the capture card I have, and then I use OBS to stream software. Hello, hello. Dun. Yeah, I mean, side order. I go back and forth with side order. I definitely think the gameplay could have had more. Just more. Just if there was more of it, I think it would be better. Story-wise, my thoughts are more complicated. Oh yeah, I love the 8-ball levels. I'm in the script for the this level design or level, you know, ranking video I made. I'm like, I don't actually know what people think about 8-ball levels because they were kind of a meme, but I couldn't tell if it was like because people genuinely thought they were like super hard or if it was just like funny. But like I mean, I think they're amazing. I love the 8-ball levels. They're some of my favorite in literally the whole series. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, I feel like generally, I still liked side order more than Return of the Mammalians, but I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to separate my feelings about the story from everything else. So it's like, I think you know, side order's levels were more fun to me because I knew they would unlock good lore that I actually cared about, whereas Alterna was like, I mean, I like the Alterna logs, but you know, knowing that Grizz was the villain, I was already kind of unhappy for the final third of Return of the Mammalians, so I like... Because I didn't want Grizz to be the villain at all, so... But yeah, that's... I don't know. I mean, you can probably tell just from my playthrough that I liked side order more. Not that... I mean, my Return of the Mammalians Let's Play kind of sucks. That was still like when I was not... I mean, I don't know. I feel better at YouTube now, I guess, is one way to put it. Like, my mic quality is bad, the editing is kind of, you know, whatever. I think my commentary is pretty bad in that game. I'm just like, wow, I'm playing the level, guys. Look, I'm shooting the enemy. But yeah, side order. I was much happier with the side order videos, but I also, you know, I think if you watch them, I clearly just liked the game more. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, I just don't find the Infinity Ball very fun. Like, I don't really like the floaty physics. It's just kind of annoying to me. Like, it was fun at first, but, like, in a roguelite, I don't think it's replayable. I think you get it in, and it's like, okay, that was, like, a sort of frustrating physics puzzle that I don't want to have to do again. And then it just continues to be a fifth of the gameplay. I mean, that's my problem with everything in Side Order, is that no matter how much I like any gimmick, I don't want any of them to be what I'm doing for 20% of the game. And that's what all of them are, because there are only 5 objectives. So it's like, eh. I won't do private battles. I could open the, well, how about, I'm gonna play solo for now. Maybe when it hits rotation, we can do Anarchy open, because I'm just really not a fan of the open rotation right now. Oh god. I mean, honestly, I feel like Side Order should have done more, like, generative stuff, almost. Like, I don't know, like, if they were only going to make so many levels, I think it would be cool if the levels could, like, combine. If, like, procedural, that's the word I'm looking for. Like, if it could procedurally generate, like, a platforming level. To me, that would be way more interesting than just doing the same combat missions over and over and over again. So, I mean, even if that was just, like, mixed in with the combat missions, I don't know. That would personally be a lot more appealing to me. Yeah, no, definitely I would recommend Side Order. Like, I'm comparing it to the other Splatoon campaigns, which are some of my favorite games ever. Like, Side Order is still definitely good. It's just easy to scrutinize it when we have a lot of other good Splatoon things to compare it to. It's still worth playing. Also, yeah, it didn't have the type of difficulty that I personally like. Like, I like games that are difficult but forgiving. Like, I like Celeste more than I like, you know, Elden Ring, which I only played a little bit of, but because it was punishing and I got bored of it. But, yeah, Side Order is like, it's not fun difficulty for me because I just get stressed out and then just annoyed when I die. And then it just gets too easy when you get all the hacks, and then it's just, you know. I definitely think the power creep is, not very well balanced. But I mean, a lot of it is just also how the story was structured, because, like, you only have to beat it one time to basically get the end of the story. Like, you know, I'm a lore guy, and even I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think the little smallest details in post-game... Oh, shoot, we could have won that. You know, I think the smallest dialogue in post-game is interesting, but, yeah, it's not really a great story motivation to play the game 12 times. Like, I definitely think they should have had, like, the finale be at least, like, a few runs in. Like, I get that it's, like, you know, baby's first roguelite, it's a Nintendo game... Like, they don't want people to have to literally beat it 12 times to get the full story, but at least, like, 3 times, or 6 times, right? Like, just one time is just a little, it's just kind of anticlimactic. I don't excuse me. But yeah. Yeah, it's just, like, it's ironically, like, really not replayable. Like, which is kind of what it needs to be. I wouldn't say only 2 weapons are fun, but yeah. I mean, my main issue with Side Order, this, like, gameplay-wise, like, story-wise, there's a few things I could say. Gameplay-wise, there just needed to be more floors. Like, there needed to be more objectives, or there needed to be more variations, there needed to be more floors, because there's just less, like, actual tangible content in side order than like even like Octo Expansion or even Alterna, really. And it's just like, I don't know if it did go through like development struggles. I just don't really get why there isn't more. And I know they had to develop like all new enemies and stuff, but like it feels weird how little there is, especially for the type of game that it is. And how like small the levels are. Like it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, like game dev is hard. I'm not gonna act like I could have done it better, but just compared to what they have done in the past, it's kind of odd how little there is. Yeah, and then, I mean, the enemies obviously reuse a lot of mechanics and AI and stuff from existing things. I mean, they still have to, you know, model and animate them, of course, but yeah, it's, I don't know. I just don't really think, like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't think it works that well for Splatoon. I don't really want another roguelite. I think it was a cool experiment. It makes sense for a DLC add-on to the main game, but I don't want it again, personally. Ow. Yeah, no, I wish there was more. I mean, that's what I liked about Octo Expansion, is that there was lots of stuff that wasn't just like fast-paced action levels. It asked you to play more methodically, like the limited ink levels, the 8-ball levels, and there's a little bit of that in Alterna, but yeah, not side order. Oh my god. It's the only roguelite I've played, actually. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a great frame of reference. I know a lot of people use, like, Hades as kind of the example of a very good one. I've not played that myself. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was supposed to be like a girl power situation necessarily, but I mean, what I wish it was just like an Inner Agent 3, not like story-wise, not Inner Agent 3, but I think fighting Agent 3 where it's one like AI player that's really tanky, it like has lots of HP and multiple like phases that you have to get through. I think that's like so much more fun than fighting, you know, just like a bunch of Octolings that all die in 2 hits. Or, you know, Inklings in this case, I guess, but I really want more gameplay against, you know, like, beefy player AI, because whenever you fight players in Splatoon and, you know, like, Octolings, Parallel Cannon, whatever, they just die so quickly, and it's just not satisfying. Like, I know it's supposed to, you know, they overwhelm you with the different amount of enemies, but then killing each one at a time is supposed to be easy, but I just personally find it way more fun to fight a single really difficult enemy. So yeah, if Parallel Cannon was just like, you know, the original Agent 3 fight in the Spinal phase, but with like, you know, maybe Splatoon 3 specials, or if it like more accurately reflected your own palette, I would have loved that way more. I think that would have been way cooler. As Parallel Cannon is just... Also, okay, the fact that Parallel Cannon drops out of the sky, like, you can spawn camp all of them. Like, if you have the bow or the charger, they die before they hit the floor. They don't even get a chance. Like, I don't know, I kind of question... I know that's supposed to... Like, that's intentional design, because, like, oh, if you're skilled enough to shoot them out of the air, then you don't have to fight them, but it's, like, it's really easy to do. So, it doesn't really work out, in my opinion. Oh shoot. Yeah, or because I mean that's how they're designed, right? Like the one Inkling in the front looks like Agent 4, and then the rest are just like generic, like bald Inklings. So they could have made one like a Juggernaut. Yeah, that would have been a lot cooler in my opinion. Okay. Because yeah, like at the end of the day, like, oh hi Cosmic Cupid, it just doesn't feel like anything new. Like, we fought Octolings since Splatoon 1, like, and it only, like, kind of, I think the idea is that it's supposed to reflect your current build, but it, like, it's just not really significant. Like, they use different weapons regardless, and, I don't know, I feel like they do the exact same thing every time. Get up for a mod? Yeah. I wish Splatoon mods were more of a thing. Like, just, like, level mods or single-player mods. I know there's a few, there's been a few custom levels, but they haven't looked amazing from what I've seen, to be honest. And I mean, I have no idea how hard it is to, you know, obviously it's just like a hack, it's not like a real level editor, so maybe it's hard to make something pretty quality, but I've never seen an amazing Splatoon custom level. I'm only playing X-Rank because the open rotation sucks, Dan. That's the only reason I ever play X-Rank. Yeah, the rainbow, I've seen the rainbow story modes. I mean, we've probably all watched the same Jmoji video. But yeah, it doesn't look great, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, literally my main thing is just give them more HP. I don't want to be able to pop every Inkling in like 2 hits from my weapon, or like 1. Like, I just think it would be more fun if they were tankier. Because it's just way too easy to exploit their movement. Like, again, with them dropping out of the sky, if they took like 2 hits to kill with a charger, maybe they would actually have a chance to drop before you manage to shoot them twice, you know? So then you would actually have a threat, and there would actually be a boss to fight. But, I don't know. Oh, okay, that works. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't, like, just design new mechanics, but, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what Splatoon's level tools look like, or if it's even really possible to access any kind of tools. Like, you know, it's not like placing blocks on a grid in Mario Maker, I'm sure. Which we've talked about a couple times on stream. If they would ever do a Splatoon level maker, I do think that would be very cool. But, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Splatoon AI, it's weird because Inner Agent 3 proves that they can make AI that's just a total asshole and knows how to kill you. Like, they're capable of programming that, they just normally hold back. So, yeah, I don't know why Side Order AI doesn't try harder. At least Parallel Canon. Because they can clearly make AI that knows how to kill you. Like, Inner Agent 3, I don't think it's just that it has lots of HP and lots of damage. Like, it literally, it will, like, aims higher to, like, get the most out of its weapon, or, like, it does some weird strats like that. Also, like, throwing bombs at Bubble Blower. Like, Inner Agent 3 plays better than some real players, for sure. Oh, so yeah. A lot of people... I do think more bosses would have been nice, like, I wouldn't complain about that, but what I would have preferred is just that they added a bit more depth to the existing bosses. Or at least I feel like that's a more reasonable thing that could have actually happened. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't expect Nintendo to actually do any of this stuff. It's just like, I mean, they do listen a little bit. I don't know. Splatoon devs are definitely aware of the community. And I imagine they will, you know, try to learn from some of the feedback with Side Order. I don't know. I mean, I'm like generally a person who like, I like Splatoon 3 a lot. I think this game does a lot of things right. I think it's a big improvement over Splatoon 2 in terms of like core gameplay and just moment to moment enjoyment of the game. I like it more than Splatoon 2 multiplayer for sure. You know, but Splatoon 4, like if they did, you know, it seems like they got a lot of new devs, or like I've heard that at least, like they got a lot of newer developers for Splatoon 3, which is maybe why the map design was kind of different and, as we have realized, worse at the start of Splatoon 3. It's maybe why, you know, the story modes kind of didn't feel as cohesive and, you know, similar to the other ones. So I do think Splatoon 4, you know, in terms of getting excited for Splatoon 4 and predictions for Splatoon 4, I really do hope it is just like, you know, the best of everything. Like, I hope we get the best of the, you know, map design in the series. I hope we get, you know, some good new creative ideas for single player. I hope we get an actually good story. We'll see. I don't know. Like, I again, anyone can just say that, but we really don't know what'll happen. And I still really don't think it's anytime soon, so. Okay, that worked. I'm surprised I got that kill, honestly. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously they thought that the maps were the best they could be. Like, you know, they didn't just make them worse on purpose. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I don't know how it worked out in testing. I don't know why they thought these maps were better than what we had before, but they were clearly trying something. Like, I think they had an intention to make the maps different. I don't think it was an accident. It just was an unsuccessful experiment. And, you know, I wouldn't be so quick as to say they've learned from it, but they've at least learned that we don't like it. So, hopefully, in the future, things go better. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just stuff that people have been saying for the past 2 years, so it's like, I got a little bored of the conversation, but I do hope, you know, I don't know. When we start to eventually see signs of Splatoon 4, I will be very, very excited. I just think it's still so far off. I didn't actually look at that at all. Was that decent? Oh, no, not really. I mean, okay. How is my rank that high? That rank seems... I mean, it's not, like, good. It's not amazing, but for how... I'm not even at 2,000 X power and I'm in 2,000 rank? That seems way too high, right? I don't know. I never play X rank. I mean, the final maps still suck, yeah. Like, I don't know. From my own perspective, I really don't think the map design improved very much at all. Like, I think people exaggerate how bad the launch maps were and exaggerate how good the maps later were. I think it's all copium. Like, I don't know. It's... I don't know. Crab Leg was good. I think Ship Shape is just as bad as, like, all the other ones. I don't know. I just, like, to me, that's not that different. Again, I mean, I don't know. I've said this many times. I don't get the Eel Tail hate. I don't think Eel Tail is the worst by far. I think Scorch and Undertow are still way worse. I think, Mincemeat is still worse. After the reworks, those didn't help enough. Eel Tail Zones is the only bad one, in my opinion, or the only bad mode on that map. I think the others are, like, fine. I probably like, I'd probably rather play Eel Tail Rainmaker than Ship Shape Rainmaker. I'd probably rather play Eel Tail Tower than Ship Shape Tower. I don't know, Ship Shape in particular, I don't get the love for that map. I think it has literally all the same problems as all the launch maps. Robo Ramen is good. Robo Ramen's definitely a fun one, but even then it's like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with Robo Ramen. It doesn't, like, save it for me. Oh god. Yeah. Well, okay, I mean... yeah, Crab Leg for me is held back by it still just being a diagonal line, Tetris piece type deal. I think it's the best Tetris piece, but it is a Tetris piece. See, I just kept, I don't know. I think a lot of maps would be good. Like, the problem with the maps in Splatoon isn't just that they're bad individually, it's that they all feel the same. It's just the variety is the problem. So I guess that's why the newer maps didn't really change my opinion, because they got better at making Tetris maps, but they didn't stop making Tetris maps. I guess at the end of the day, that's how I feel about it, so. And then, I mean, Lemuria is basically just a mere symmetrical Tetris piece. Like, it's really not any better. It looks cool. I mean, I'm glad the visuals are cool still. You know, the lore stuff is still there for me, but yeah, I really don't think it changed that much. I don't think this stage is being great. Okay, I mean, this stage in particular, Flounder Heights, I think they completely butchered the gameplay and, more importantly to me, butchered the aesthetic. I don't know why they got rid of all the grass everywhere. I don't know why they got rid of, like, the ambient, like, cicada sounds. I don't know why they made the lighting more generic when before it was, like, a cool evening sky. I don't know. They just took all of the charm out of this map. So, in some ways I agree with you, but generally I don't think it's too much of a problem. I think the visuals are pretty good. Yeah, Lumaria Hub is they tried to make a map with rotational symmetry and just accidentally put a negative in the value, and they're like, oh hey, we made a mirror symmetry map. This is not Tetris, right? Oh hey, okay, I could not swim because I was in enemy ink. I probably would have died anyway there. I don't even know. We pushed to 4. We're fine. Yeah. I don't know. Flounder Heights just looks so good. I'll be mad about Flounder Heights forever. One thing to consider with Splatoon 4, you know, Splatoon 1 had a number of maps. Splatoon 2 had like half original maps, half returning maps from Splatoon 1. And then Splatoon 3 had a bunch of original maps, and then all of the other maps from Splatoon 1 that didn't return. Right, and some Splatoon 2 ones. So like, what maps will be in Splatoon 3, Splatoon 4? Because, like, will they just draw from the whole series? Will they start all the way from scratch? I'm not sure what I want, honestly. Like, I don't want them to bring back Splatoon 3 versions of Splatoon 1 maps, honestly. But I also don't want them to bring back Splatoon 3 original maps. Like, the only returning maps I would want are just Splatoon 1 versions of Splatoon maps. And maybe like the Reef, we could get some, there's a couple of Splatoon 2 maps. Some of the ones they didn't bring back kind of suck though. Like, I'm cool never having Shellendorf or Gobi Arena ever again. We can leave those ones behind. So, I wonder how they'll approach that. Please? Okay, wow, I could not aim for a second. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Table Turf is that, like, they'd probably have to redo all the art, assuming that they're going to use new designs for the next game. So, I don't know how much that matters. It's more robust than something like Squid Beats, and I feel like it's something people would, like, kind of, well, I'm tempted to say it's something people would care about more, but I feel like I've heard more people complaining that Splatoon 3 doesn't have Squid Beats than I've seen people enjoying Table Turf. So, maybe that's not true. I don't know. I mean, I don't have strong feelings about it. I don't really care that much about Table Turf, but I would hope it comes back. It, like, I don't know. It would not be a big deal to me either way, but I think it should. Opportunity to rework Scorch? Yeah, that'd be really funny if Scorch is just like 10 times better in the game after the one where it was in the box art. I really do not think and hope that Splatoon 4 does not... I don't want a flashback story. I will talk about this in the next video I'm making a lot, but I strongly disagree. I really do not want that to be the story. Yeah, I still think Scorch is like one of the worst in this game. I don't actually, I don't know why I did not get the rework treatment. Is there still hope for reworks? I guess I didn't really think about that. I mean, probably not at this point, but maybe? When is the latest rework that happened in Splatoon 2? Did those happen after Final Fest? Probably not, right? Yeah, it's still very work in progress. I have a, like, most of a video script done, I think. Sometimes I think I'm mostly done, and then I add, like, 1,000 words, but... yeah, I'm making a video talking about Splatoon 4. As much hope for reworks as third kits? I want to think reworks are more likely, but I guess there's not really a good reason. I just think, I mean, okay. You'll find out my opinions eventually. I do not think past winning means literally going to the past. I think there's reason to not think that is how Nintendo will interpret it. I need to drink some water. I'm just waiting for a rotation right now because I don't I don't want to play another game. What is the next open? Hopefully it's good. It's all right. It's all right. I don't love mincemeat. Museum is good. There we go. Okay, hang on. Let me drink some water. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Dan. I feel like it's not regular content. Because, I mean, they did do, like, one rework per season. At least, when there was a rework. No, actually, that's not even true, because there were 2 reworks that one time. So yeah, I don't know. They just do them whenever. I feel like it could still happen. Mincemeat Rainmaker is peak? I mean, it's peak mincemeat, maybe, but mincemeat's... Mincemeat's not a peak map, in my opinion. Alright, I'll go ahead and open the pool, if any of you do want to hop in. Schellendorf was 5.0. Yeah, I think there's a chance. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, ba-da. Yeah, well, see, I was thinking about this though. Like, we've done stuff involving the past, but the message of the story has never been about the past, right? Like, Octavio, you have like the Octarians and stuff, and Octavio like wanted revenge for this century-old war and whatever, but the actual like way that story goes is that the Octarians move out of their like century-long home and, you know, make a new life for themselves. And with like Commander Tartar, it's like they defeat him. You know, he was obsessed with the past and they kill him, and Grizz like moves on. So it's like the moral or message of the story has never been about the past being important. So to me, I think that's what's going to set it apart. It's like we've had lots of characters who come from the past, but we've always had to prove, you know, them wrong. We've never like celebrated the past that much in the actual story. So I think that will be the difference. But we'll see. Seb is you? Okay. Do. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited to, like, make stuff that's, like, you know, predicting Splatoon 4. I mean, again, I want to make this one video, but it's probably going to be my only Splatoon 4 video until we actually get a reveal of Splatoon 4. Like, I don't have much else to say. Because it's, I mean, it would just really be blind predictions at this point. Like, we have nothing... There's, like, one single thing I could, like, actually predict about the story of Splatoon 4, and it's just, like, some of the stuff that Smollusk says in Side Order that I kind of read as foreshadowing, but I don't know if it actually is. And it might just be copium, because it would be a story I would be interested in. But, yeah, that's, I I don't think there's much to say until we actually have any information about Splatoon 4. Oh my god. You've grown fond of mincemeat? How are your opinions getting worse, Dan? How do you manage to do this? I don't know why I popped strike here. That was way too early. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, there we go. At least get some paint. Oh no, okay. I don't even love Flounder in this game, Dan. You just hate Flounder, and I think it's mediocre when before it was amazing. I'm salty about Flounder. I don't love it or hate it, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't care that much about specific customization stuff. I think it'd be cool. Like, I'd be down for it, but to me, that's not, like, top of the priority list. I don't know if it's a hot take. I don't really like the colored fingers that much. Like, I would not use those if that was an option, so. You don't even like it in 1? Okay, you're just... I don't even know, man. I don't even know what to say to that. Oh, we got lead. Nice. I should probably not have jumped in. I didn't think we would already have lead. Okay. Can I save this person? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. I'm gonna leave. My bad. Do you mean the loot anchors, I assume? I don't think there's any lore for those. I'm pretty sure they're just, like, a weird collectible thing. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to look like nail polish, but it doesn't, like... I don't know. I can see the appeal for it. I just don't really particularly like the way it looks. Like, it was kind of cool on 8 in side order, but even there, like... I prefer it without the color. I mean, the number one thing I want in terms of character design is just give us back the cool coloring of the hair in Splatoon 1. I literally think the hair looked better in Splatoon 1 than any other game. I don't know why they just, like, made it look worse after the fact. The gradients were so much cooler. Yeah, I don't know. Idols doing the news. It's already so easy to ignore pretty much everything about Deep Cut. I feel like they wanted them to have some presence in the game. Like, I mean, yeah, the real answer is they didn't want to develop it because it's not necessary. But I also think, you know, it would just be another thing Deep Cut, you know, doesn't have. I don't know. I mean, the way people talk about Deep Cut is like, I don't think they were, like, underserved by Nintendo. Like, I feel like people forget that Nintendo made them in the first place. But I do think, you know, they might as well at least do the news in Splatoon 3. If they're not gonna have, like, a good story arc, or be, like, interesting characters even, really, in the story, if they're not going to, you know, be in the DLC, you know, etc., etc., I think they can at least have the news. Oh god. I mean, I'm down for, like, being able to choose your own default color in the plaza, or, like, in photo mode. it'd be cool to choose. I mean, what it should just be is accessibility settings, if anything. Like, just being able to select the colors you want, or even like a rotation of colors just for color blindness, but then also for customization. I think full color customization would definitely be a good thing. So yeah, I don't know. I changed my mind halfway through that. I guess I agree with you. Yes, it would be cool to have full choice over colors. I don't know. I think it'd be weird. I don't really see Deep Cut coming back in a DLC. I mean, they could. There's no reason they couldn't, but I do feel like it was more like, you know, Splatoon 3 was already a game that was going to involve all of the idols in some way. We already had Squid Sisters and Deep Cut in Alterna, so it made sense to add Off the Hook in as DLC. Oh, sorry. Yes. I just did first come first serve, but yeah, we can switch out in a bit and you can hopefully join. But yeah, sorry to finish that thought. I think it is less likely that any of the idols are going to reappear in Splatoon 4. They might have like some presence. Maybe they'll be like, you know how like Off the Hook is with Damp Socks as like normal battle music, but I mean, I don't want every Splatoon game to just keep adding idols and keep having all of the idols appear in every single game. I just think it would get really oversaturated at some point. And you know, Splatoon 3 kind of felt like the end point of that. So, I mean, I'll also say I just don't think Deep Cut is all that interesting as characters, and I don't particularly want them to return personally. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I don't really see them coming back, though, in a big way. Oh, hi, Smack. Holy goodness. Yeah, I just, we need something new. We need something new with the stories, like, overall, and I don't feel like bringing back old characters would really do it any favors. Yeah, I don't know. I've been saying, like, oh, wow, we lost that so fast. I've been saying soft reboot for Splatoon 4. Like, I think they're gonna... I don't know how much they'll change the gameplay, like, in multiplayer, but I think it is the best opportunity, especially if it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be on a new Nintendo console. It's gonna be after the trilogy that just kind of, you know, celebrated everything that had happened up to that point. Like, we're pretty much wrapped up all the story stuff for the most part. Little Judd and the Salmonids are, like, all we really have that's, like, kind of still in the air. So... Oh, they did leave. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Oh, did someone else back out? I was thinking we would do a couple games with them and then switch, but whatever. Okay, good. Okay. Hopefully, so... If you guys could let Side Up join, I would appreciate it. Hopefully not alternate timeline. I don't think they'll mess up the timeline thing. I'm really, really hoping they don't. There we go. You know what? Sure. Let Glenn Fiddler be the only returning character. He can make the Splatoon 4 lobby. Little Judd W3 as the idols. Or is it W? I always forget. Do you pronounce it Omega 3 or is that the other thing? Whatever. Salmonid Band. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Grizz is already dead. Like... the timeline is already confusing, I guess. Just Omega 3, okay. I think supposedly the logic we're running on is that the Mr. Grizz radio messages are pre-recorded, and that Little Judd runs Grizzco. That seems to be the current implication. But it's... I don't know. It's like weirdly vague about if Return of the Mammalians happens before or after big runs, but I think it happens after, or I think Return of the Mammalians happens first, and then big runs, and then Grand Fest, because Return of the Mammalians definitely happens before Grand Fest, because we see Octavio and Cuttlefish there. So, I don't know. It's just a little weird because they haven't explained it. Yeah, like if they... Like, I've said this a couple times, time travel would entirely destroy Splatoon lore. Like, I would actually lose all interest in the series if they added time travel. Like no exceptions. Like, I mean, they would have to just write it. Like, time travel's so contrived. It always feels like a mess. It always feels like it just removes weight from the actions of the narrative. It's always done badly. Like, I've seen, like, one story ever that has done time travel in a way I like. And even there, you start to ask, like, okay, but does any of this actually matter if they can just go back in time? And I don't trust Splatoon's writers. I do not trust Splatoon's, because the lore is good, but the plot is, like, always, like, cartoony and silly. And if they add time travel to the plot, it's not going to be handled intelligently or with care. I don't have faith. I don't have faith that Splatoon's writers would do it well. Back to the Future is okay. I was thinking I read this book series called Time Riders, which I read like 10 years ago at this point, but I just liked it a lot, and I always gas it up because I thought it was good. I like the way Time Riders did time travel. Harry Potter did it okay. Like, the way I like time travel, I hate timelines. I think timelines are stupid, because the second you get into timelines, I'm immediately like, okay, it doesn't matter. Nothing that happens in the story's events matter, because anything that happens didn't happen in a different timeline. And if you can traverse timelines, you can just go to a universe where it didn't happen and undo any action, and I think that sucks. I really don't like that kind of time travel. I think that's really lame. Like, that's how, like, Loki, like, the Marvel stuff, multiverse stuff, I hate that. I think it sucks. I think you can make sort of interesting stories within it, but I can never get that invested because I know none of it actually matters. But when it's the type of time travel where it's like, if you go back and change the past, then that past has already happened. So, like, the example in Harry Potter, right, is like, they're hiding behind a bush by the woods, and Hermione, like, hears this stick crack, and, like, turns around and looks and, like, was like, what was that? And then later in the story, you see them go back in time, and the stick cracking was Hermione time traveling, stepping on it. Like, there's a Harry Potter and Hermione behind Harry and Hermione of the present, because the past already happened, even though they hadn't time traveled yet, because when they time travel, they go to the past before they time travel, if that makes, like... I assume you guys kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, you know, I don't like when you're changing the past. A closed loop, thank you. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Closed loop. All of his writing is fire. I don't know why I'm very aggressively passionate about this, apparently. Yes, sorry. Closed loop. Closed loop time travel is the only kind I will accept. And even then, in the context of Splatoon, it sucks, right? Because unless it's like, it just has to be nerfed so hard. Because the entire point of Splatoon is that it's a far future story, right? It's this future after humanity has died, after, like, this war has happened. Like, you just need that context for the story to work. So if you go back before any of those things happened, it just ruins everything. Like, it maybe doesn't make it an objectively bad story, but for my own personal enjoyment of the Splatoon series, everything I love about Splatoon would be entirely ruined by time travel. Like, just completely and utterly destroyed by time travel. So, yeah, I guess I'm very, very heavily against Splatoon 4 involving time travel in any way, or even going back in the past. Like, I don't want a flashback game because, you know, the whole thing with Splatoon is that it's this living world that evolves as each of the games come out. And if you get rid of that, it would just be kind of lame. It wouldn't necessarily ruin everything, but it would just suck. But yeah. Intentional anachronism. I kind of know what that means, but not exactly. Can you give, like, an example? Also, yeah, we only have 3 players right now. Has it been that long since you guys have talked, Smack and Powie? I feel like I didn't think it would be like a, oh my god, you remember me moment. I didn't think it had been that long, but I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, the only kind of time travel I would ever be remotely okay with in Splatoon is it's a closed loop, and they can only go back, like, 10 years max, or whatever. Which at that point, again, like, I don't even know what the point of that would be, which is why I don't want it to happen, because I don't think there would be a point. But, yeah, if they can go back to the Great Turf War, or God forbid, go back to the time of the humans, I would be devastated. That would be that would be like Grizz times 10. Like, that would be awful. I would be ruined forever. I would be so upset. I would be so angry. You have no idea. I feel like this way would be better. I feel like this way's safer, but okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what role that would play in, like, a narrative, though. Like, in terms of a story. I guess I don't have strong feelings on it. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. President Shasho from Pikmin 2. My whole thing is, I think people interpret it way too literally. Because Chaos... I've said this in a couple of videos now, but Chaos was not literally desert anarchy, right? That was, like, the look of, like, the first trailer. Like, that's, you know, the Splatlands and Scorch Gorge and Deep Cut have that kind of, you know, just pure chaos, you know, energy, I guess, or, you know, thematically they embody that kind of chaos. But in terms of the actual, like, message of the story, Chaos is about accepting change. And it's about, like, diversity of cultures and styles and all that stuff with, like, you know, Anarchy Rainbow and Splatsville. So it's not literally, you know, the case of people going, like, you know, when people thought the Eiffel Tower was Inkopolis Tower, they're like, oh my god, guys, we caused the apocalypse with Team Chaos, and we destroyed Inkopolis. And, like, that didn't happen at all, because that's not what it was. I think the exact same thing is happening right now. Or people are like, oh, Team Past won. That must mean we're going to the past. But no, the theme was the past is the most important. It's not, we need to time travel to the past right now. So, like, I don't think we're going to the past. I think it will be, you know, there will be visual and musical motifs representative of the past, and there will be some, you know, story theming. That guy ran, I think. Yeah. There will be some kind of story theming, like, to do with the past. But yeah, it's not, like, beyond that. I guess I generally... It's not something I've really thought about before, just the concept of, like, anachronisms. I got 29? How did that happen? What? I didn't, like, it didn't occur to me that we were destroying them like that. How did that happen? Oh shoot, should we have backed out? Why did that happen? What's going on? Sorry, I was literally just yapping that whole game. How did I get 29? And you got 30. I just felt like that was a 3v4. Just, I, like, was not paying attention to that game at all, and we somehow, like... Okay. I'm not gonna question that. I don't know. But yeah. Sorry. Eventually to tearing it up. Yeah, it's like honoring the different time periods. It's not literally going to them. Do I miss people saying you're wrecked or pwned? I mean, I guess I'm, you know, I'm nostalgic for things in my own life, but I'm not the kind of person to, like, be super into, like, stuff from the 80s or whatever. So I guess I'm not really an anachronism guy. I'm team present for a reason. I'm more just, you know, living in the moment. But I guess with a bias towards stuff I have experienced in my own life. The power of a yap. Literally, yeah, apparently. Normally it does not work in my benefit, but it did that time. I just don't agree. I get why people want it, the Great Turf War thing. I just don't. For so many reasons, I don't agree. It's a totally valid opinion to have. I'm not trying to like be rude, but I don't think like an actual war in Splatoon would work because first of all, like it's a Nintendo game and they're not going to make it look cool. Like that's a big part of it for me. Like beyond the time travel, you know, losing the real-time aspect of Splatoon lore, beyond all of that, I just don't think they would make it cool. I think the Great Turf War is so much cooler in all of our minds than it would be if it was actually executed by Nintendo. And I think that's the point. I think it's this background lore. Like, the story of Splatoon is not about the Great Turf War. I guess, for me, that's kind of where I maybe feel differently than other people, or maybe, like, other people don't get it. But it's, like, it's not about the Great Turf War. Like, Splatoon 1 is about, like, oh, you're just this, like, kid, and this war happened, but you don't care. Like, Agent 3 doesn't care about the war. Captain Cuttlefish doesn't even, like, he's just, you know, trying to protect the Inkling world of the present, and it's like, oh, the war happened, but it's like, you're not, like, I don't think knowing the details of the war would really benefit what Splatoon has ever tried to do with its story. I guess that's why, for me, it's just not really appealing. I think there are a million more interesting stories they could tell in the modern Splatoon world, with the Great Turf War serving as history for that world. Because it's like, if we're in the Great Turf War, then what's the lore, right? Do we learn about the thing that happened 100 years before the Great Turf War? Like, I feel like it just gets kind of... I don't know. It doesn't really work. Like, we can't learn about the future, and that wouldn't make any sense in a story about the past. I think, yeah, Calamari County being the hub world is fine, because Calamari County still exists. Calamari County is just a place in Splatoon's world that is still there. So yeah, I fully expect that. I think the city might have a different name. I think it might be like a city in Calamari County, but it will be like called something new. But I'm very confident in the prediction that it will be in Calamari County. That could be totally wrong. I think it makes sense. But yeah. Do I like the idea of a Splatoon anime? We've talked a lot about, like, spin-offs or adaptations on stream. Generally, like, yes, I think it would be very cool, but I want it to tell its own story. I do not want a retelling of the story modes. And I would want it to just kind of take place more, like, in the city than, like, have to do with, like, Octarians or, you know... I would want to just learn more about Inkopolis and Splatsville from the anime, were there to be one. Just a regular turf with the splatter color screen on, yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not creative. It's the most obvious answer, right? How do you make a story about the past? Duh, well, you go to the past. Like, I just think they'll do something more interesting than that. I just think that's the really boring answer. I don't know, like, it's just not interesting to me. I think a story about honoring and learning from the past in the modern day would be more interesting, more meaningful, and just align better with how Splatoon stories tend to go. Recreate the past? Is that not Mr. Grizz exactly? I feel like we've kind of done that. That's the thing, though. Like, it needs to be the other way around. I think the villain is going to be someone who's, like, obsessed with the future this time. It's going to be someone who, like, I mean, or at least, you know, doesn't learn. I mean, what I want it to be, right? What would be amazing to me, I feel like we kind of have this loose thread of the Inklings not really learning from their mistakes. Like, they replicate a lot of harmful human behaviors. You know, they don't really have sustainable, like, energy, or, like, you know, they seem to live just like the humans, and the humans in this world died. Like, they killed themselves through their hubris, basically. So I think I think it would be an interesting way to link the humans and the Inklings together, where, you know, they kind of actually finally acknowledge, like, oh, like, if we go down this path and don't learn from the people who came before us, like, we're going to die. I almost think it being, like, a kind of environmentalist thing, like, maybe there wouldn't even be an antagonist, right? Like, maybe there's just some kind of force of nature threat to the Inkling world. Yeah, well, so I don't want to spoil my video, right? But there's this particular metaphor that I think is really cool that I hope they roll with. I'll save it as a surprise for the video, but I do have strong thoughts about this, and how it could potentially work. I don't think the Seven Rings will be like the main plot relevance. It could involve the Salmonids though, right? If it is this like environmental threat. Maybe they've been like polluting the waters, which is one of the reasons the Salmonids have been attacking, or like, you know, I think you could tie it together. I'm less interested in the Salmonids than I think a lot of lore people. I don't necessarily want the story to be about it, and again, I don't know how you tie that in while still letting Salmon Run exist as a mode. But I certainly think you could involve it. I think the Seven Rings were just kind of Big Run. Like, I don't really know if there's more to that. I mean, I guess we don't know what the Seven Rings are, but I think the seven, you know, the Book of Madai, I think it was called, prophesized Big Run, and Big Run happened. Like, I think we're kind of done with that. Though, I don't know, like, I don't really know what else it would mean. Okay. No, Salmonlings would be awful. Salmonlings are almost as bad as time travel. No, we do not need Salmonlings. I hope when Splatoon 4 doesn't give us a new species, because it won't, we can finally get rid of this weird community obsession with having another playable species, because that's just not a thing. It's just not gonna happen, and it doesn't, like, make sense to ask for it. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to me. It's such a weird thing to me that so many people want another species. Oh my god. Okay, wow, that guy kind of destroyed us with that Kraken. Dude, okay. I should just ran away. I don't know why I popped strike. I was trying to get the inkjet off me, but yeah, it was too late. Sorry, I've stopped the yapping for a second because I'm trying to lock in a little bit and actually maybe get a single point this game. Uh-oh. Eh? I didn't think I would kill him, but did I not land a single shot there? Maybe I'm bad. I might be washed, but oh, that's a bubble. Oh, that's not good. I'm just getting this out of here, dude. I'm surprised I got that far. I'm sorry, I read that message, but I didn't internalize it till now. Inkling run and you play as a Salmonid. I don't... That sounds incredibly cursed. I don't know. I mean, generally, I think that's why I'm just less interested in the Salmonids narratively, is because, like, I don't think they're getting rid of Salmon Run. So, you know, they either can't do anything conclusive with the salmonids because they need the mode to still exist, or they do something conclusive with the salmonids and salmon lore doesn't make sense. Like, I don't really feel like there's a good ending there. Other than just, you know, not acknowledging it. Which I know some people don't like, for valid reasons, but I just don't know how they would pull it off. Do you think salmonid meat is tasty? I mean, they're salmon. I like salmon. The Inklings eat salmonids, I think. I think that's confirmed. Also, yeah, they literally try to make themselves appetizing, so I think we can say a pretty resounding yes. Oh my god. Okay, that worked. Going to the smoke yard. I think it might be on Mahi Mahi. I think there's like a grill or like a spit or something that literally has like a salmonid on it. Like there's literally like cooking one. We're gonna need a little bit more than bomb spam to win this. Oh my god, really? Okay, I'm bad. I have never had squid ink in real life, but it is a thing people eat, and I think it's also a thing the Inklings canonically eat, which is a little weird, maybe. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that because I've never had it. It probably tastes about the same as it does in real life, though. Yeah, we could get some new players in. Let me look up that salmonid. Is it a thing? It might not be Mahi Mahi. Yeah, I'm not seeing a picture of it. It might not be on the wiki, I guess. It's kind of a random thing. Okay, I'm going to back out and maybe get some new players. Well, I think, yeah, I mean, they do eat the less evolved squids, but I'm pretty sure the art book had some stuff about them eating, like, their own ink. I forget what it was. I know they shoot their ink at watermelons, which I think it was supposed to be like a Splatoon version of, like, the Japanese game where you hit the watermelon with a bat or whatever. I feel like there was some other example, too. Well, there's squid cheese. We know squid cheese is a thing, which is weird. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they eat the watermelon after, but they probably do. Yeah, I think, like, what I expect the hub of Splatoon 4 to be is, like, it's not literally going to be feudal Japan, because, again, I hope and don't think that we are time traveling. But, yeah, it'll be very, like, traditional Japan inspired. I think it'd be cool if it's almost like a fishing village, like, slash city type area. Would be kind of cool. I don't know. There was, like, I think I showed it on a stream before. There's a concept for Inkopolis Square that had, like, this, like, water feature. And I think it'd be very cool to have, like, a waterfront hub. Almost like Mario Sunshine, like Delfino Plaza. Like, not that big, probably, but, like, just having, like, an ocean view. Or even just, like, a lake. I think in the hub would be really cool. Just, you know, that would make it feel very distinct from the urban, you know, dense urban stuff, but also I want it to be like wet. I want us to get the hard contrast from the Splatlands desert. I want it to be like ocean, like wetland or like fishing village themed. I think would be cool. A wharf, yeah, sure. You can see the salmon on the grill. Okay, it is mahi. Oh, okay. Surprised we've never gotten a map with wharf in the name. That feels like such a Splatoon map type of location. I want to say Wahoo. Is Wahoo Wharf a real place? I know we have Wahoo World, so it wouldn't be that. But I swear Wahoo Wharf is like a place in my mind. I maybe went there in real life. I can't remember. Oh, that hammer did not work. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Wallago Wharf? Is Wallago a fish? I've never heard of that. The problem with that Calculated Dragon is that I don't think salmonids can canonically respawn. So, like, we'd still be killing them. I mean, it depends how much video game logic you want to apply to it, but I feel like it would be weird if, like, Inklings canonically respawn while other creatures are just, like, knocked out when on screen they're just, like, exploding. You looked up fish that start with W, I see. Whoa, okay. Thought that was gonna run me over. Dude, okay, thank you. Thank you, teammate. Uh-oh. That worked. I mean, I said it earlier, I don't think Deep Cut is coming back in any significant way. I mean, I just want new characters. My hope and mostly my expectation is that we are getting, like, I don't know if they're gonna keep doing idols specifically. I mean, Deep Cut is already not, like, you know, traditional idols. They're, like, bandits with a podcast, basically. But, I hope, you know, whatever the lead characters are unique. I hope the villain is unique. I hope any supporting members are unique. I want a fully new... Wow! Okay, I mean, they hit me from that far away. I mean, I can't even be mad. That's... yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just... I don't think it's literally a podcast, because I think Splatcast is just broadcast, but... I don't know. With you being able to listen to it on your phone, I always thought of it more as a podcast. Nice. Nope, okay. I don't know why I went for that. I mean, we have the lead, so whatever. I don't think they would open with story mode. I mean, Splatoon is always a multiplayer first. Plus, that would raise questions, like, you know, if you open with multiplayer, you know, oh, it's a new Splatoon game, that's going to come with multiplayer and single player. If you open with single player, then you're going to get people thinking, like, wait, is this just a full Splatoon single player game? And then that would, I don't know. That'd be bad for marketing, I think. That'd confuse people. Did that bomb really not kill? I mean, I got him anyway, but... Oh! I'll take the trade. Bum, 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 bum. Well, yeah. I mean, they're still musicians. They're just not Oh god. I mean, all of them are a little different. Like, Callie and Maria are the only ones that are, like, idols. Like, they have a producer. Like, they don't write their own songs. I think, like, Callie writes the lyrics sometimes. But they don't write their own music, they don't produce their own music, they just sing and learn the dances. So, you know, then Off the Hook actually writes their own songs, and, you know, their choreography is a lot more low-key, but, it's still just fully their own. And then Deep Cut, I'm a little confused how much Deep Cut is, like, funded by the city, because the Splatfest feel like their own thing, but it's also, like, such a, like, citywide production that it's hard to imagine that they, like, are just doing it themselves. Also, I think the Inkling government, there's something about, like, the government, I don't know if the government funds Splatfest. There's something with the Splatfesties and how it, like, relates to, like, either just, like, Squid Force. I don't think they've ever specifically said that Squid Force is behind most of the, like, Ink Battle stuff, but they have the logo on all the battle towers. Oh, but yeah, you've been waiting longer, so you can join, and then Agent 3, maybe in a bit, if someone leaves or we swap out, then you can join then. Iso Padre's favorite childhood plush got stolen by a Salmonid, and now he has to time travel to when the first Salmonid came into existence and kill it. No. I know you're not being serious, but I would love Iso Padre to come back. In any capacity with actual dialogue, but yeah, probably not that. Yeah, just, I've been playing T-Tech lately just for variety, I guess. I don't know. At least, you know, not that much variety. Still the same main weapon. I'm not specifically going for a 5-star on it, but I just am playing it, I guess. I don't know. Didn't think that hard about it. Yeah, oh god. It's just a question of, like, how much does Squid Force actually have control over? Like, I guess in terms of Splatfest, I was always kind of under the impression that it's like, the city puts on a Splatfest, and the idol group just, like, works with them. Like, they're, like, basically, like, hired by the city. But, you know, it's a little more confusing with Deep Cut, because they're always touting anarchy, and, like, if you're getting paid by the city to put on a festival, that is very capitalist and not at all anarchy, but I don't know how much they actually mean it. Because, I mean, anarchy battles are also not at all related to anarchy, so it's hard to say. They just like that word, I think. Not sure if they actually know what it means. That was cool. Okay, wow. Surprisingly clean Rainmaker push. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's like Squid Force, like, organizes the battles. The way I see it is, like, the city hires Squid Force, or maybe not hires, but, like, you know, works with Squid Force as the major. They're like the, you know, the NFL, NBA, whatever. They're the national sports organization for Turf War. So it's like, you know, the city obviously relies on them for probably, like, you know, tourism and whatever, you know, other economic boons Turf Wars create. Inkling's obviously shopping in the cities is a benefit to them and stuff. So the city would like that these companies are here, and then they probably also, you know, just collaborate with the idol groups. Yeah. Well, I don't know who's sponsoring who is the thing. I mean, yeah, stream delay is just always a thing. You can't really get rid of it entirely. Octoling. Okay. Is that Agent 3, or is that someone else? I guess it's fine. We'll just we'll just go with this for now. You're in, okay. You're Agent 3 on YouTube and Octoling in-game. That's a little confusing, but fair enough. They're dedicating resource to... Okay, so yeah, so they sponsor... I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I guess we know from the art book that they sponsor, people. Or at least that brands do. They create venues, okay. So maybe they, yeah, they probably help, like, design the maps. Well, the maps that are more designed. I don't know. I still kind of, like... It's something I go back and forth on. I think it's really cool that over time... Ink battles have gone from this, like, underground, you know, like, pastime thing to, like, a professional sport. But I also kind of think it was cooler when it was, like, an underground thing. Like, the Splatoon 1 kind of edge is sort of been lost at this point. I mean, that's a thing that Splatoon 4 could do, right? It's like, maybe if it is Calamari County, right? It's like, oh, this city has always been, like... you know, kind of traditional and behind the times, so ink battles are still like a new thing there, and they're not like as big like as a professional thing. Oh, we're not going this way. My bad. And we could maybe get some of that like underground vibe a little bit back. Not like fully, obviously, because like, you know, the companies still exist, but it'd be nice to get more of a balance of that, I think, or more maps where it feels more like the Inklings aren't supposed to be there, you know? Heartbreaking, your favorite sport becomes mainstream, yeah. I mean, it is also just like the real life element. Like, Splatoon 1's community felt more grassroots and small, even like as a casual fan, like... I don't know, I don't know how intentional that even was, but I do really feel like the growth of ink battles in universe has reflected the growth of the community in real life, like, pretty accurately, which is kind of cool. But also, yeah, again, as someone who's nostalgic for that Splatoon 1 era, it'd be interesting to see that come back in universe. Do. Oh, hello, Shy Axolotl. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, for sure in Japan, yeah. Well, I don't need, like, yeah, I mean, in terms of specials and stuff, I'm fine with having good design. We don't need to go back to, like, frame 1 invincibility, but, just the vibes, and, like, I don't know, dude, Splatoon 1 it just feels different. Something about the environments it's just so, like, comforting to me. And I'm sure a new game, even if it tried to replicate that, you know, couldn't fully, because I have the nostalgia aspect to it, but... Oh, okay. Cool bomb. See, I'm not a huge fan of OG Zuka. I don't know if you were saying that in a good or a bad way, but I like Splatoon 3's design-wise more. I mean, it'd be better if it had Splatoon 1 startup, because, you know, whatever, the first shot comes out too fast. And all that jazz, but, personally, I think using it is more fun. Okay, well... Man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, yes, if you analyze the hitbox in, like, you know, whatever program, like, I've seen the visualized hitbox and whatever, and, like, it is jank and weird, but, like, in practice, I don't really feel like it's actually that bad. Like, I don't know, maybe if you're, like, tryharding X-Wing, can you get killed behind cover, you'd be annoyed, but for for my level of casual play, I think it's fine. And it doesn't, like, not make sense. Like, you can say it's broken, But, like, it spirals around, so it can go around a wall. Like, that technically does make sense. Just get lead, just get lead. Thank you. I don't die often because it doesn't work as intended. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, sometimes you get killed by Zuka and it's, you know, it feels like it shouldn't have hit you, but lots of times you hit someone dead on and it doesn't work. So, I mean, I do feel like people forget that it ends up screwing you over. Maybe not as often as it benefits you, but I don't know. It's, in my own experience playing the game, I don't feel like it's actually a big problem. Well, I think the thing that makes Tentamissiles bad is that they are annoying to fight against. I think that is the argument. I mean, the competitive argument is that they're, like, encourage unhealthy playstyles, but I just think they're annoying. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's not a thing where I'm saying I don't want them to fix the hitbox, it's just, like, I don't care. I guess that's it. I think the issue is exaggerated compared to my own experience playing the game, but, you know, that's just an opinion. What? I'm not sure what ink vac you're talking about. I don't think that was ever a thing it could do. I've played since launch and I don't remember doing that. I mean, I think the design of missiles is not great. Like, I mean, personally, I just don't find them very fun to use, because I don't feel like I'm interacting with the enemy. Like, I get that, you know, in theory, it's supposed to be you launch the missiles, and then you push in with your team, and the missiles work as chip damage or additional pressure to move opponents back and damage them a little bit. But, like, I just think the special is too easy to execute and gets way too much value without requiring you to push up, to the point that, like I just think super chumps are just a better version, right? Because super chumps, there's counterplay because you can destroy them. You're encouraged to actually go in because they give you cover. And they still, you know, if just left alone, they still give you significant paint, but it works better, especially with the jump markers and stuff, if you actually go in with it. So, having Tentamissiles be in the same game, where you have more range than super chumps, they're easier to aim because you can just automatically lock onto people, they paint a ton, they do more damage. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to have them both in the same game, in my opinion. And I just think Tentamissiles are a worse execution of a similar idea. I can't deny that. I don't like using missiles. I don't like playing against them, I don't like using them. I think it's boring on the other side. I don't know, I don't really like them. I've never been a big fan. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think super jumps need that much of a buff. Like, I think the location effect would be kind of weird. I know that was one of his ideas. I just don't really feel like that's the point of the special. Like, the main thing I just want is if you could super jump in with them. I feel like if you could actually use them as a decoy for your own super jump. If there was to be any change, I think that would be really cool. But I also think people would just look up, and I don't know how practical that would be. So, it's hard to say. If missiles allowed you to control their movement, but you were immobile, I'm pretty sure you just described Splatoon 1 Ink Strike. Which I did like better than Tentamissiles, so... Oh boy. Oh my god. I thought I would at least kill the Rainmaker guy. Yeah, I mean, I used to really like a Splatoon 1 Ink Strike. Homing missile? I mean, in what way is it homing? Like, it takes a second to follow you and then launches an Ink Strike, or it's like flies through the air? Because that's kind of just, oh yeah, that's what you said, it would be torpedo, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want them to return. Like, I don't know what specials I want to return. I like Kraken. I think bringing back Kraken would be good. Because I think Kraken is fun. I think it's iconic. But I'm generally kind of okay with them. Like, I like the games having different specials. I would have preferred if Splatoon 3 did not bring back as many Splatoon 2 specials as it did. So if Splatoon 4 wants to have a whole new, you know... What did I die to? Oh, okay. If Splatoon 4 had basically an entire new set of specials, I would be perfectly fine with that. I don't know. I don't really have an issue with Kraken's invincibility. Like, I just never feel like it's that unfair to fight against. I think it should probably still do knockback while they're charging. I don't really like that you can just negate knockback. But, I mean, they fixed the cheese, right? Like, you can't do Clam Kraken cheese. You can't do Tower Kraken cheese, because you actually do just get knocked back regardless. You can kind of do the Rainmaker pedestal thing, but like that's really situational, and I honestly don't really find that to be a problem. It's not an issue in Tower though. You can shoot it off the tower. Like I don't really agree that that's a problem because it's super easy to shoot off. It's basically no different from a player just swimming on the tower and then you killing them. It's about the same time. But that's not really like a... I mean, I don't know. If you pop your Kraken... I just feel like there's a certain point where some people call things cheese when I just think it's a strategy. Like, because that's not unstoppable. If someone Krakens, you can shoot them off the tower. Like, even like you can know which player is going to get their Kraken and make sure they're dead in the last 10 seconds. Like, I just think it's not this unstoppable force. I think you have the ability to be aware and stop that from happening. So I personally don't have an issue with it. I'm not a competitive player, so I mean, I could see my opinion not being as popular there, but I disagree that that's a problem. Is there an iconic Splatoon special? I think Kraken is what I would say is the most iconic. Killer Whale is in Smash and had, you know, the Octo expansion moment, so that's up there. I don't feel that I am not interacting when someone uses Kraken. I am, like, dodging them, maybe. I'm not just, like... I don't know. I feel like you can play around it. I don't really feel like it's a thing where you just have to run away. You're saying Crab Tank has tower cheese? People just call things cheese, dude. I don't know. I can't tell if you're joking. Well, yeah, okay, maybe you are joking. Because, yeah, or maybe you're not. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't get what people mean when they say cheese. I think if you use a special at a good time in the match for it to be effective, then you should be rewarded for doing that. I don't think it's cheese. Like, I think cheese implies there's nothing you can do to stop it. And that's not true. You can, there's counterplay to Bubble. There's counterplay to Crab. Like, I don't get it. I just don't think it's unfair. I just think it's a special. If your special weapon is better than a main weapon at preserving objective, that is game design. Like, I think that's the point. I don't know. Like, is that a weird take? Like, I don't... That's like saying, like, bombs are zones cheese because they paint more than a shot. Like, I know that's not what people mean, but it's like, you stop those things from happening. You see a player charging their special and approaching the objective, you stop them from doing that. Like, I just, it's not like counterplay doesn't exist. Like, the only, like, reef slider on zones, the only ones I feel like make sense are, like, you're in a safe location where no one can touch you. Like Stingray, right? Stingray in Splatoon 2 is cheese. Because you can sit in your spawn point where there is zero counterplay, you can wall hack through the entire map, and you can make the objective impossible to interact with. Stingray is cheese, right? Like, I agree with you there entirely. But that's not what any of Splatoon 3's specials are. Like, Kraken has to physically get onto the tower, so you can know which player has Kraken, see that they're charging Kraken or using Kraken, you can knock them off the tower, or stop them from approaching the tower. Bubble, again, you can stop them from getting on the tower. Also, you can break the bubble faster. You can get inside the bubble. Like, I feel like the only Splatoon 3 cheese, in my opinion, for real, is like, maybe Reef Slider Zones cheese, and kind of Vacuum Zones cheese. I would even debate that point, because it can barely paint the zone unless you fill the vacuum, which is your fault. So there's counterplay, because you just don't fill the vacuum. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, call anyone out in particular. This is just a thing I see a lot in the community, and I just don't agree with the complaint about the game design. I don't think it makes sense. I think if you use a special on the objective, you should have an advantage over your opponents. I think that is the entire point. Oh yeah, no, I agree. Wait, do I agree? Do you mean it should take longer? I think it should take longer to charge every special in the game. I agree with that. I think that's what you're saying. I think every special is too spammable in the series, because you go back and play Splatoon 1, and it's like that. Every special takes way longer to charge, so the game is way more about actual gunplay and interaction. I absolutely think that is a thing that should happen. I'm passionate about it because it's just a thing people complain about the game the whole time, and I'm like, I just don't think it's a problem. And again, you know, maybe at competitive level, it's more of a problem because people are, you know, min-maxing the game and running special charge and spamming annoying specials. Like, yeah, that's a different story. But I'm talking about, like, in your average solo queue experience, I do not feel like I'm getting cheesed out of games by people using their special, because that's just what the game is. Like, I just don't agree that it's actually a problem most players deal with. But again, my opinion, not facts, just how I feel. Oh my god, there's a chance we win. There's a chance we win. No, there's not. Yeah, I would say no Splatoon 3 special. Like, I don't know. I just maybe it's just because I've experienced worse. Right? Like, it's Splatoon 1 Kraken and Splatoon 2 Stingray. Like, maybe just by comparison, I feel like Splatoon 3 is more fair. Oh, 20. Cheese and unemployment, so true. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not... I won't say it's not a problem, but it's not something that affects my experience of the game at all. In a negative way. Yeah, like, I'll give you Reef Slider, and Kraken... I just don't feel like I'm getting cheesed by Kraken. I think someone's popping a Kraken, and if I fail to outmaneuver them, then I die, and that's my fault. Like, it doesn't feel like cheese to me. It's a strong special that, you know, has very good combat advantages over everything else in the game, but that's the point. Like, I just think that is its design, and I don't have a problem with it. But, yeah. Yeah, Splat 1 is hard to do. These people thinking that Splatoon 3 Kraken feels like cheese never dealt with Splatoon 1 Luna Blaster. They don't know what it's like to die instantly, to have Splatoon 1 E-liter lasers just not even show up until after you've already exploded. Yeah, well, yeah, there was Kraken cheese, but it's gone. Like, yes, Kraken, I would contest Clam Blitz, because honestly, I think that is a strategy too. I think it took enough effort that it was actually kind of cool, and it didn't bother me. I do think the game is better, having that not be a thing, that you can't super jump to Kraken at any location on the map. Like, not even really for the Clam Blitz thing, I just generally, yeah, that was broken. So that was a good change that I'm glad they did. And yeah, tower, but it's fixed, so I don't care. Like, now it's done. We are beyond that time, so I don't care. Yeah, back in my day, you killed a guy on the tower, then had to look at the sky for 20 seconds to see if his teammates were jumping in, because there was no stealth jump marker. These people wouldn't know cheese if they pasteurized it themselves or something. I don't know what I'm saying. Is that even a thing you do with cheese? I pulled that word out of my ass. I don't know. I don't know. You pasteurize milk. I don't think you pasteurize cheese. You know what I meant. Whatever. His writing is this fire? And you know gens have it easy. Back in my day, they'd stack 32 ability points of main power up on a K-Pro, two-shot me. Oh god. They got 99.9 damage, Bamboozler. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm here and no one else is here, but I'm here and I'm gonna jump and we win. Okay. Yeah, I don't... I don't know. I guess generally... It partly is definitely having played the other games and stuff being more annoying, but... I don't know. Captain Cuttlefish? Oh, that's weird. I dropped like 500 frames, which is not a lot, but I normally drop 0. Maybe my Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, when I stopped streaming last week, like the second I stopped streaming, my Wi-Fi just died for like 4 hours. So that was weird. I think actually, no, I thought it was just our house, but I think it actually went out in our whole neighborhood. So I guess that was just really good timing. Like, it was like the second I got off stream, I like pulled up my phone, I'm like, oh, why is it not connecting? So it's like, but I was just streaming, so I don't know. Oh, right, the controller. I will do this, okay. Yeah, gear is definitely a category that could be expanded quite a bit. I don't know, gear is harder, I feel like, because it's like... I don't think every single stat should be in the player's hands. Cough, cough, MPU. Cough, cough, damage up. But it would be interesting to be able to tweak more things, or just have more unique... I mean, what I really want is just more, like, full-on unique abilities. You know, things like... I guess stealth jump, or like, I mean, I want, like, gimmick things, like Thermal Ink, Opening Gambit, just, like, actually good. I mean, Opening Gambit can be good. But Thermal Ink, what are other, like, just, like, Drop Roller... Like, more unique, like, movement? Imagine if there was, like, well, that might be kind of annoying. I was gonna say, what if there's an ability, or like, a movement tech that's tied to an ability, but I guess That'd probably just be annoying. People would probably just rather have that on everything. But I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something you could do. Yeah, or like Bomb Sniffer, Haunt. Yeah, or yeah, just have goofy abilities. I don't know. Like there can be things that are bad and off meta, but are just cool and fun and niche. I feel like they could. I don't know. I mean, it is a hard thing to balance, right? Because it's like, if you make an ability that like lets you do something that's too strong, then it's like every single person has to run that ability. So I get that it's a, you know, it's a delicate balance to strike, but it'd be fun to see them be a bit more experimental. What are you doing? This guy's like backed up all the way into his spawn. Yoink. Don't mind if I do. Oh, okay. Someone would get that. I mean, not complaining about a push to 1, but knockout would have been better. Impact Recon. That, oh, if you were close to enemies? So you're just like a portable beacon on the map? That'd be interesting. I almost feel like that would, but I don't know if that'd be too good. That'd either be too good or it'd be completely useless. I feel like, I don't know. I know, because then you could like track, I feel like that'd be too good actually. Being able to see like every enemy on the map just if you're close to them. Because if you're waiting for like a sharking spot, like you're probably already going to be pretty close. You mean the other way around? Oh, look, until you're too close to them. Oh. That, okay, I like that more. Maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Hold up, get him in the dev team? His programming is this fire? His conceptualization, what did I just say? Conceptualization of gameplay mechanics is this fire? Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it'd be cool if it's like, you could call people out. Also, I want a map ping. I really want to be able to ping spots on the map. I think that would be a really cool addition. Because then you could actually, like, you know, instead of just spamming ouch, you can just, like, show that there is an enemy somewhere. Or, like, you know, suggest which direction to push on the map. Yeah, like, literally just, like bring it up like this and just let me press A where my cursor is. Or maybe not A, because that's the super jump button. Maybe, like, what could it be? Because all the other buttons are active. I guess left bumper is still unused, right? Let me left bumper ping spots on the map. And then, I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Hold down, I don't think that'd feel very good. I don't know. But yeah, just more D-pad commands, obviously, people have been asking for forever, and we didn't get them until Grand Fest, where they were dance moves. Well, no, because you still, when you open the map, you still have all of your current actions is the problem, so right stick is still special. So it'd have to be left bumper, because it'd have to be an unused button. Dash tracks would be cool. I would enjoy dash tracks. You know what would be crazy? If they made a multiplayer weapon that had the Pearl Drone glide. I don't know, maybe that would break maps too easily. Okay, casual quad. Don't mind if I do. But imagine like a Umbrella or something that you could like glide with. Like do like a Mary Poppins thing. Or even just like a new class. Oh my god. I don't know about a sub-weapon. I feel like it would have to be a main weapon gimmick. I feel like it'd be way too broken as a sub weapon. Like you'd have to be able to glide, but like have super short range or something. Oh, or special. Yeah, it could be like a recall special. Well, I don't know. I don't feel like that makes sense. Like the glide would have to give you an actual advantage is the thing. Because it currently would make you way too vulnerable, so there'd have to be some other kind of, you know, mechanic with it. Gives Sploosh the ability to glide. Imagine if we had a melee. What's Sploosh gonna do? What if they made it like... I was gonna say like Squidward did damage. I don't know. What, like just like a Halo like melee when people get close to you. Would that be dumb? I don't know how they would make that work in Splatoon, but I like the idea of a melee. I want one more button. I don't know why. Like I think Splatoon's gameplay is good being as simple as it is, and I don't want them to make things too complex, but like one more button, whether it's like a second sub might be too complicated, or at least it would like lead to more spam. But like, I don't know. I don't know how exactly they would be able to do it, but I just want like one other thing I can do. Maybe if Squid Surge just like didn't suck and had actual places to use it, that would fill that desire. Splooshes are already mosquitoes, true. Okay. So basically, Giga Bowser Zinc Nova, but in Splatoon. I mean... I weirdly kind of like the idea of some kind of like ink colossus. I don't know, like, it probably wouldn't be that big, but just as like a, like turning almost into like a mech. It's like the Zipcaster armor where you just get covered in ink, but you're just like big. You're just a big dude. I kinda like that for some reason. Don't get him in the dev team no more. Oh, Sploosh is flying. Yeah. I heard a crab. I see a crab. I was gonna say I killed a crab, but then I messed it up. Wait, was that guy's title Dynamite Beta Tester? That's funny. Yeah, well, or maybe it's not like ink armor, but it's just an evolution of the crab tank. It's just a full-on mech. It's just Titanfall. or Diva, Overwatch. Maybe that's not a good idea. Actually, I don't want Overwatch in Splatoon. Oh. Shoot. Don't give Overwatch players a reason to play Splatoon, yeah. Oh god. Well, I wouldn't want them all to be mechs. A team, I mean... See, these are the kind of things that maybe would be in, like, a Splatoon anime, but I don't think would work in the game. I like the idea of team specials, though, like... I don't know, like Armor was broken, Tacticooler is, like, fine. I don't know. I like Tacticooler, but I feel like it could be cooler. But it's already kind of broken as is, so... I don't know. I don't really know what you do for... Okay. I kind of like Splatoon 1 Bubbler, but I know that's not good. That's probably not good if that comes back. Yeah, I noticed I said that smack. I was contemplating if I was going to comment on it. Yeah, Booyah Bomb is a cool example, but like... What if there was like something where like everyone on the team had to like shoot something? Like everyone had to like fill up something with ink. I'm trying to think like how that would actually function in a useful way. But like, you know, someone places something down or summons something like a Booyah Bomb and everyone has to like shoot at them. That seems kind of cool. But also that would be like kind of a debuff to your team because you're like distracting everyone. So maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know, I don't know. Many, many things are wrong with Overwatch players, yeah. I don't know, I'm just joking. I played Overwatch, the only time I actually played Overwatch was when it was free on the Switch for a week. Which I know is not the best way to play the game. But I just never was that interested. I'm maybe overextending. Nope. We got this. Surely. Perhaps. Oh, checkpoint, checkpoint, checkpoint. Oh my god. Oh my god. So close. No, no. Oh, I fumbled that. That's my bad. Yeah, no, it was a really short, it was like a weird trial. I don't know if it was a whole week. It might have been like 2 or 3 days. It was just like a little event thing. Who did you play? I think Tracer and Diva. I really didn't play much. I played like maybe 2 hours. Yeah, like either like a carnival game thing or like filling up like a balloon. But like it would just be too obvious. You know, like it like it doesn't work as a special. If everyone is like shooting like a bomb and then it takes that long to blow up that everyone needs to shoot it, then no one's gonna get hit by it. So it would have to like fire something, I feel like. I mean, there's... I talked earlier about why I don't want the game to be set in the past, but beyond that, I'm not sure how the Great Octo Weapons would really work as specials. Like, maybe smaller versions of them. Driving around like a tiny Octo Whirl or something. But generally, I don't really see that working out. Octo Stomp be upon ye. Isn't this just Bubble Blower? Kinda. You're not entirely wrong. I was picturing it differently in my head, but what I was picturing in my head doesn't really work, so... Yeah. What if it's almost like a... Whoa. Is a brush like lagging? What is happening to this? Okay, might be a bit of lag in the game. Just a chance. Just a chance. Oh boy. What? Wait, sorry, I've never seen someone just disappear like that. Like, like, normally there's, like, the despawn animation, or, like, they just blipped out of existence. I've never seen it happen like that. Oh my god. Not, like, right after killing them. Like, they teleported after they died. That's the weirdest part. Okay. New brush tech? No way. Well, game went pretty well besides that. They heard the calling, yeah. That's the funniest kind of... That also, I think that only happens in Splatoon 3. Like, Splatoon 1 and 2 never had people, like... Maybe sometimes? I feel like it was never a thing where people just fly in the air like that. Oh yeah, sure, I can brush the pool. Or, I'm just sending out an invite, you guys don't have to leave her. Yeah. To be fair, I think if I had to guess what's happening, it's like the game hasn't registered that they died yet, but it registers their position as in the spawn drone, so it just like interpolates them from their current position to the spawn drone instead of teleporting them. I assume that's what's happening. And, you know, maybe the reason we didn't see people flying is because the spawns were on the ground in other games, but or maybe it's just a whole different bug. I don't know. Well, doesn't it? Wouldn't the replay show? Or you're like from their perspective? We could check that out later, maybe. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Are you talking about like fan artists or literally just brush players? I miss brush in Splatoon 1. I liked permanent ink brush, but it just I don't like using them without Splatoon 1 damage. I also feel like they had more fun. Well, I don't know about the other kits. Permanent Ink Brush had Splat Bomb Kraken, which is obviously very good. So that was a lot of fun in Splatoon 1. I can't say I really noticed the brush animations looking different. I know the roller animation felt very different in Splatoon 1. I don't know which I prefer, low-key. Because it was a lot more, like, forceful in Splatoon 1, I feel like. I feel like for, like, the Dynamo, it kind of worked better. A vertical brush? I feel like that wouldn't be good. I feel like brushes kind of rely on having a wide hitbox. Because you have to get up really close. And it would be really hard to, like, track people. I probably should have just tanked the screen. Whatever, we won. I don't know why the brush didn't go for me there. Yeah, that's kind of just Stamper, actually. That's basically just Splatoon as our vertical brush. Was it that they swap out the bristles, or they swap out the tubes of ink? It was one of those things. But yeah, I love all the little, like, slice of life details about them having to actually, like, maintain the weapons and, like, you know, they're like switching out parts and stuff. It's cool. Da 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 da. Bum ba dum ba da ba dum bum. It really does feel like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just me getting older. The Splatoon cycle just feels like it went by so fast. I feel like the first 2 years of Splatoon 2 seemed so much longer than Splatoon 3. But I mean, that's also like COVID. There were lots of reasons that... I mean, it came out in 2022, but, you know, stuff was still impacted. Yeah, the idea of the illegal weapons is really cool, too. I just like the implication of that, because it's like... You know, we don't really know how much destruction ink weapons can really cause. Like, you know, the world map shows that there are massive craters from the Great Turf War. And, like, when we blow up Octavio's mech in Return of the Mammalians, it's not an ink explosion, it's like a fire explosion. So, like, they can do real damage. I mean, I know that's, like, reflecting the metal fist, but, like... I don't know. The idea of illegal weapons, I think, is really interesting, because it's like... They're not just paint guns, like, they can cause actual destruction. Returning to dust, yeah. A little bit. I mean, I feel like it's a little preemptive to say that in my 20s, but... The fact that the game series, that Splatoon is almost 10 years old is, yeah. Definitely makes me feel old. Imagine we got apartments. Dude, we're gonna get the exact same kind of cope cycle for everything. Like, I already know people on, like, the lower side of things that are like, man, I really hope they make a fully single-player Splatoon game that just focuses on the story and doesn't have multiplayer, and it's like that. I don't think that's happening. We're probably not gonna get apartments. We're not getting a new species. Again, I've been wrong about things before. But I think most of those things we can be pretty sure of. I'd live in my locker. I think lockers are the perfect compromise. Like, I don't really know where you fit in apartments into the rest of the game. I mean, I guess you just select it on the menu and go there, but like, I don't know. Lockers make more sense because they're integrated, like, into the lobby. We're not getting apartments, we're getting mansions. We're getting Animal Crossing New Horizons Island, just as a sub-menu. Instead of mustard gas, they had paint thinner? I mean, toxic mist is a thing. That's pretty much what that is, I think. Dude, if Pearl's Mansion was like a level, either a multiplayer. Actually, what if that was a multiplayer map? We're just in like Pearl's backyard. That'd be so funny. I would actually really like that. I was thinking like single player at first, but actually as a multiplayer map, that sounds funny. The Hozuki Mansion. Pearl Mansion prop hunt. I think prop hunt in Splatoon would be a little redundant considering you can blend in with the floor. But it would be cool to see it. I mean, I just kind of wish Scorch was, like, lower. Like, I wish it was on the floor of the desert. I think it's cool, because it's a distinct area from the crater. Like, I like that it has, like, the rocks that were from, like, the hypothermal vents or whatever. Probably used the wrong word there. You know, it used to be an ocean, so it has the weird rock structures. I think that's cool, and I like that it's unique, and it's a different part of the Splatlands, but I just wish we were, like, in that. I wish it wasn't, like, a metal platform on top of the desert. I wish it was just in the desert. Oh my god. Don't we have a small arcade in the lobby? We have the table turf thing. I mean, it would be cool to get another one of those, but we kind of have that. Yeah, I wish the rock pillars... Why isn't that the case, actually? Because there's literally a tower in the middle of the map. They should have just made it one of the rock pillars. That would have been so much cooler. Squid ball. It would be nice to see a return of the arcade games, yeah. That'd be a Glenn Fiddler certified arcade game. Oh my god. If we can pop this, we can kill that guy. No, we can't. He backed up. And it's over. Okay. Glenn Fiddler took all the rocks out of the stage. That damn fiddler. Any rock? I mean, that'd be cool. Or if it was like the pillars and it like the top part like broke off and became like a platform. That could be neat. Splatoon game but Persona. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, it's a little confusing if the cards are physical or not, but there's these things that look very arcadey. Is it like you like insert the cards into it? Like, I don't know. I actually don't know what the implication is supposed to be here. There's a joystick. I mean, yeah, obviously it doesn't make sense because there's the card, but then it turns into this like blockus piece that fits onto the map, so I don't know. I don't know how that actually physically translates. Maybe it's just supposed to be like a virtual TCG. I mean, that's what it literally is, but in universe maybe too. What if you could just punch you? Well, that's what I was saying earlier. A melee would be funny. Make splits? No, don't make skins. That'd be terrible. I think emotes in the catalog are hopefully the most Fortnite this game ever gets. And emotes aren't even really emotes, they're just win animations, so... Oh god. Why? Okay. I'll put in a good word for you at EA. Oh god. Okay. Oh, you guys see that, like, Tencent was maybe gonna buy Ubisoft or something? Like, mid gets midder? I don't even know what to think about that, but, it's a situation, alright. Why, you ran out of ink at the worst time. That's a hammer. Okay. Well, I don't know what I was doing. Don't worry about it. Ink Fist? Is that not Splashdown? I assume you're referencing Doomfist, but we have an Ink Fist, so I don't know if that would work. Oh, hello. Wow. Okay, I'm bad at the game. I'm playing wired. That's my excuse right now because I had to charge it. Yeah, Smack just can't comprehend this level of gameplay. He doesn't see the vision. Please kill them though? Okay, you know what? Worth. Splashdown but better? Well yeah, triple Splashdown. Is Splashdown but better and has Ink Fist. I think we've already been there. Okay. What? Okay. I did not expect the stamper. Oh, okay, they did not either. Yeah, Smack's retired. He's just not up with the new strats. He doesn't know the meta of running out of ink and standing there looking at a guy while not shooting him. What? I just hit Y on accident. Okay, he doesn't know the hitting Y on accident strats either. Smack could never imagine this kind of masterful gameplay. Okay. Okay. The gameplay actually got good. So I mean, because it was all part of the plan. See, that wouldn't have happened if I didn't run out of ink and press Y. It was a calculated decision that led to this victory. Never let them know your next move. Exactly. I love that I got like just the hold forward medals. Oh, I meant to pause on that screen. Oops. But yeah. Can you not check medals? There we go. Yeah. Overall splatter popular target, aka I did this the whole game. I love splatter shot. Hello, TJ. Welcome. I'm very glad they put this song in the jukebox. The only reason I found out is because it was playing Belly Flop, and I went to go change it. Or not, is it Belly Flop? I think that's the one I don't like. I should know, I ranked it in the tier list. Two Splatlings, okay. I can't believe this pillar didn't used to be here, by the way. That actually makes the map like a million times better. It's still mincemeat, but it is a lot better now, actually. Really? Okay. Okay. I think that was actually the wire messing me up. I'm gonna actually use that excuse this time. I feel like I should have been able to get that guy. Oh, respawn Punisher. I don't like that. Both Splatlings? Did I not kill the second guy? I guess not. Okay. Respawn punish should be banned next game. I would not complain if they got rid of it. I do not think it's not like the worst thing ever for the game, but I would have more fun without it. Okay, that's a lot of things firing at me. Oh, see ya, Powie. Hope you have a good day at work. Thank you for hanging out. I almost feel like debuffing you is even more annoying, though. Like, it's not, like, literally stopping you from playing the game as much, but, like, I don't know, like, you're saying, like, make it, like, reverse comeback, basically? I don't know. I'd really just rather not be in the game. Maybe that's just my, you know, frontliner hold forward weapon perspective. But I don't really like the idea of an ability that literally just makes you get to play the game less. Why? Okay. Where's the Booyah going? It's going right there. Okay, wow. Who could have guessed? Whoa, no. Getting out of there. Where? Whoa. Okay, sorry. There we go. I don't know what I'm apologizing for. There we go. Nice. I was hoping I could kill you before the second shot, but that's fine. I feel like the whole purpose is because of S1 QR meta. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, I get the point of it. Like, it encourages getting lots of kills as a backline weapon. Like, it makes sense. It has a niche. I think it served a purpose in Splatoon 2, but in this game, I just don't, I don't know. I didn't like it in Splatoon 2, but I feel like Splatoon 2's pacing was just kind of slower in general anyway, so it didn't feel as annoying, whereas here it's like you normally get right back into the action, so anytime you don't, it's like annoying. I'm being like failboat? I don't know what that means, but I'll take it as a compliment. What do you mean by that? I'm curious. I don't know. Failboat's cool. I want to collab with people, not Failboat probably, because his channel's a bit too big maybe, but I do want to collaborate with other Splatoon YouTubers, and I feel like I've been saying that forever, but actually doing that takes effort and overcoming social anxiety, so maybe one day. I lock in then apologize. Oh, okay. As long as we're locking in. Well, I'm glad we still have things to talk about. I feel like this stream, I was going in this stream like, wow, everything is over. Like, obviously, I still have fun playing Splatoon 3, but in terms of like, I still have video ideas for Splatoon 3. But in terms of streams, I was like, do I actually still have things to talk about? And I guess I shouldn't have doubted myself. I can always find ways to yap about Splatoon for 3 hours, but has been a fun time. Okay. Low battery message may appear again because I'm taking out the wire. Just gotta charge it enough that I can play a little bit more. It'll be your first Splatoween. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing the seasonal events. Like, even if it is the same themes, it's just cool for the atmosphere and like the idols. I hope Off the Hook ends up getting new outfits, because I think they will. I know there was at least a data mine for like the square getting decorated. Oh, actually, that just occurred to me. Well, I guess, okay, it's not as special for the square as it was for the plaza, because there were no seasonal Splatfests in Splatoon 1, like, in terms of, like, actually, like, doing decorations and special music and stuff. So seeing, like, the plaza get decorated for, like, Splatoween for the first time was really, really cool. There was no summer nights. There's no summer nights in Splatoon 2, so that will be new. But I wonder what the Splatoween decorations will look like for the square. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, I was saying that is for sure a thing, but I also hope Off the Hook gets cool outfits, because they were not there for the first Splatoon 3 Splatoween. Yeah, I mean we're gonna be able to speculate for forever. Oh yeah, I hope we get new art. I guess I didn't really think about that. I hope they do give us new art. It seems like I don't think they would just do the deep cut art anymore, because the themes are the same. But yeah, if they gave us just like seasonal promotional art, that would be very nice. I hope they do that. I know there's that, there's some tournament in Japan that they keep tweeting about, where it's like, they're determining the king of each game mode or something. I don't know how big of a deal that's meant to be. Like, you know, Ultimate Copium is that they, like, reveal third kits at the end of it. But it might be nothing. I don't know, it seems like a bigger deal than just the normal, like, Koshin thing, but I don't know if it actually is. Oh, nice. They've just been tweeting about it a lot, to the point that I feel like it might matter, but it very well may not, to most of us. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the most... Yeah, the art... It's the biggest Splatoon news we currently have, so it's something. But yeah. It runs for like 3 months. Okay. Who is Cosmic Cloud? Me? What do you mean? Is he a fan of the channel? I don't know. Oh, you missed Grandfest. That sucks. I mean, you know, I know it's not exactly the same, but you can at least go to the area if you get an idol amiibo. But yeah, obviously, not being there at the same time as everyone else wouldn't be quite the same, so that sucks. Am I gonna revisit Octo Expansion? I revisit Octo Expansion like once a month, if not more. I don't know if you're like... I wouldn't do a thing like Prochara's, you know, replay or whatever, because I mean, I've just played the game constantly. I never stopped playing Octo Expansion. But... yeah, so the answer's no, but I still have other things to say about Octo Expansion. I mentioned earlier I'm doing like a ranking every single Splatoon single player level video, so that's at least 80 thoughts about Octo Expansion right there. Oh. Back to, I mean, I could play it on stream. I wouldn't have anything to, like, react to. Like, it's not like a thing where it's like, oh, I remember this. I remember playing this game in 2018 and how cool it was, because I have played it consistently since 2018. But I mean, if you want me to just play it in Yap, maybe I could. The problem is I'm already replaying it currently for that video, so it's like, I don't want to get, you know, sick of it. Friends got you Callie Marie, that's cool. Yeah, I impulsively bought the new Callie Marie and Off the Hook before we even knew what gear they gave us. But now I'm glad I did, because, well actually, I don't think I had to, because I think the normal deep cut ones, I guess there's only one deep cut amiibo for each of them, but I think the deep cut ones also let you go back to Grand Fest venue. I'm pretty sure it's just any idol, any Splatoon 3 idol amiibo at least. But yeah, the new ones are cool. Oh boy. Oh, AFK. Oh boy. Oh, every idol. Okay, I wasn't sure if like the Splatoon 1 ones would work, but that makes sense. It would be annoying to buy like the wrong Callie one. Nope, no Kraken cheese for you. See, did you see that, guys? I intercepted the Kraken attempting to invincibility cheese through the Rainmaker, so it's not cheese because you can stop it. Totally, yep. I'm partially joking because we're obviously losing very bad, but also technically I'm right. Oh yeah, my tri-strike is not good. I am aware I'm not good at it. It's one of those things where I feel like if I take the time to aim them properly, then I'm just going to die. Or I'm just like wasting a bunch of time. So I always feel like I have to throw them out really fast and then I don't. Jeez, why are there so many jumps? Okay, there's a lot concentrated in that one area. Oh no, please don't let them do the great jump, guys. Okay, it's turning, good. But that's not good. That's not good. I mean, I moved the Rainmaker out. I don't know. I technically didn't have to die. I did die, because I jumped into spawn and ran straight into the enemies, but that could have been executed better. I don't know. It's not that deep. Oh boy. Do. Oh, they messed up. Okay. Well, I'd be happier about that if they hadn't already pushed to 3. Okay. Nice. Hang on. There's a chance. Small chance, but a chance. Someone else should probably pick that up. I'll pick it up if I have to. Wait, no one's picking it up. Okay, okay, all behind, and yep. My favorite normal battle song in the whole series is Split and Splat. What is my favorite Splatoon 3 one? I could check my tier list. I just did the massive tier list of all the music. I didn't even think about that. What is my favorite Splatoon 3 battle song? Oh, see you. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. But thank you for playing. I mean, I'm probably gonna... I'll end stream pretty soon. I might just play... I could play a few more solo games. Oh, Poppage Lock. There we go. Love to see it. Do I want to play this? I'll play this really quick. just play a couple more games. Where is my own tier list? I'm just curious for my own sake here. Okay, yeah, sorry. Sebi, okay. Oh god, how do I... Viewing an image on Twitter that is this big is difficult. Oh, see me now. Yeah. Yeah, it would be see me now. Okay, yep. That is my favorite Splatoon 3 normal battle one. I think see me now is crazy underrated, honestly. I mean, I talked about why I loved it in the tier list stream, but yeah. It's so good. All right. Oh boy, that is not a good load. Oh boy. Someone is probably disconnecting. Jumanji. Oh. AZN Bolt? Thank you. Is this like a YouTube raid? I've actually never gotten this before, so I'm not sure how this works. It just said you're... Oh, there we go. Lightning Bolt raid. Hello. Thank you. Hello. So YouTube does... I've never figured out YouTube raids myself. I forgot they kind of were a feature, but anyway, hello. Have to head out. I want to send my lovely friends. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, hope your stream went well. Hope you're having a good time with Splatoon. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, it's like, they don't call them raids. I don't know exactly... I meant to... Oh my god, I just ran straight into a curling bomb. I've tried to figure it out myself. I want to do it again. I miss doing... Because I used to stream on Twitch, and I miss raids. I miss doing them. They're always fun. But yeah. Maybe I'll try and figure that out, like, later. But thank you very much. Hope you guys are doing good. We are just chilling. I do Anarchy Open with viewers a lot, but currently I'm just playing solo because I'm actually going to end pretty soon. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I feel like streamer culture, like, everyone just knows them as raids, but... I forget what they called it, even. I don't know if Twitch, like, trademarked it, or there's any reason YouTube doesn't just copy it the way they do it, because it kind of works better, but whatever. What's the next upload? Hopefully that video where I kind of give my thoughts about where Splatoon's story could go, with the results of Grand Festival. That's kind of the main thing I'm trying to focus on working on right now, but we'll see. Oh my god. This is your second raid? Nice. Yeah, I like Twitch better for streaming, kind of. Like, most of the features, like emotes and raids and stuff, I mostly just stream on YouTube because it's, like, where my audience is. Like, I immediately had way more views on YouTube than I ever did on Twitch because, you know, I make videos and people sub to me, so I actually had, like, a... You know, I mean, YouTube is just better for discoverability in general. It's hard to start on Twitch. So yeah, I wish raids were easier on YouTube, but... It is cool that you can do them. Yeah, YouTube, I mean, people just... I tried to figure out dual streaming, too, because they made it... You can stream to both. There's just, like, some weird rules about, like, how you show chat on the screen and whatever. But it, like... I need to do a proper test stream and figure it out. I would like to, but it it like lagged the stream horribly. Like, I don't know if like my PC couldn't handle it or just like my settings were off. There was something weird that happened when I tried doing it. Yeah, I don't even... How many people do... I don't know what people are live when I'm live. But there's probably some people I could raid around this time when I normally finish. From my perspective, I don't notice that there's really much of a difference in delay, but that might be the case. Like, I feel like I see chat messages appear, like, you know, on my, in my OBS chat thing and on screen at, like, not that far apart. Dude is live? We could do, I mean, if you guys, I always feel bad just doing, like, the spam the link method, because I feel like not enough people end up actually clicking it and going, but I could at the very least try that if I can't figure out anything else. Oh yeah, and you can check... Yeah, I feel like that's easier on Twitch too, because you can just like search by game, but I guess YouTube does have the hashtag system at least. Okay. I also miss having a raid alert. I'm not sure if you can set that up for the YouTube version. Oh god. Okay, rip. Let me see if I can figure this out quickly enough while I'm still playing. Because I feel like if I try and just sit here and do it, everyone's gonna leave and then the raid won't be worth it. But, how to send live stream viewers. I could just look up how to raid, but I feel like maybe I should. Okay. Do. See you, Storm. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, they're called redirects on YouTube. Okay. Oh, you have to do it from like the YouTube live studio. Right. I remember I looked this up before, but like I just have OBS open when I stream. I don't actually use like the YouTube live studio at all. So that's why I always forget about it. It's taking a while to find this game. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Oh my god, yeah, when I go into the YouTube studio, it still has, like, Hi-Fi Rush as my title. I streamed that, like, what, a year and a half ago? It was, like, January 2023? 2022? Wow, was it really that long ago? That was a good game. I still think about that game. I want to play this map more often. I do like it. I know earlier I was saying it's not all that much better than the Tetris maps, but like it is still fun. I like the bridge part. I don't hate Lemuria zones. I don't really, again, I haven't played it all that much, so I don't know how I feel about it, really. It kind of reminds me of, it's like a weird Frankenstein of skipper zones and reef zones, but kind of worse. But it's still fun. I don't know. The movement is cool. I like the block and the bridge and stuff. Oh yeah, this mode doesn't have the spawn platforms. I want to figure out this redirect thing to see if I can do it with today's stream, because I think I had it set up where it's like, it shouldn't be too hard. I just can't find it. It's like so hidden for some reason. Like Twitch, you can literally just say like /raid username. YouTube, it's like you have to go like 3 menus into the the studio thing. Stream settings, edit settings. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of Clan Blitz. Oh, here we go. Okay, I found the redirect thing. We can try it maybe. After this, obviously. Do. Do. Nice. What does blitz mean? Well, I think it's a German word or part of a word. I don't know exactly how to, like, it's just like a fast, like, rush, I guess. Like the Blitzkrieg was like a battle tactic, right? And like a war. I don't know. Just like clam rush, I guess, or like, yeah. See you, Zicknova. Oh, it literally means lightning. Okay, yeah. So just like fast rush, I guess. Oh god. Yeah. I guess I don't very often hear people just use blitz as a word, but I guess it is a word in English too. Yeah, fair enough. Oh shoot, we're not gonna win that. Okay. Well, it has been 3 hours. Let me see. Someone said Dude was live, right? Everyone loves Dude. So how does this work exactly? Do I have to like put the link here manually every time? Wait, what? Oh, you need redirect privileges. Okay, I think so. Dude, so you have to have it. People have to have it turned on that anyone can raid them. Okay, I don't know. I don't. That's weird. Then I can look into it. Some other time. Then I thought I'd be able to do it now, but that's fine. Do I have? I think I already did this. Oh, I have one of these. Okay, we can end off with one gamble, and it's blue. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching and playing and hanging out. It was a fun stream. If you are new around here, we do have a Discord server, which the link is in the description if you want to continue hanging out and talking to people about Splatoon. But that'll be all for me today. Thank you for watching. This has been Cosmic. Farewell.